Minasan, konnichiwa, Andrew desu. Today I will be making a little tutorial on Google Classrooms, just a basic tutorial to show you how to schedule, how to make assignments and how to schedule them, and also write posts as well. So this is going to be a bit of an informal kind of tutorial, so I'll be making things on the fly, but at the same time I've already planned what I'm going to say, so let's jump right to it. So over here is a little PowerPoint that I've made that I have already converted to a video, and what I'm going to do is I'll be assigning tasks to my students based around Kodomo no Hi. So I have made two attachments, one the video and also the actual the task grid. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my classes. So I've made 3 classes with no students. This is just a demo class due to confidentiality reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be clicking onto class A. But if you haven't made a class yet, make sure in Google Classroom you create a class. If you want to join a class that a teacher has made, just click on this one. Okay, so first we're going to go to class A. Now with class A, I'm going to be making classwork for the kids. So I'm going to click on classwork. On this section you see create Google Calendar and class drive folder. Go to create. Now there's a different variety of things you can post. Now the topic is just to give the actual things that give the actual work that you give. You can organize it into different topics. So I'm not going to do a topic today. I'm just going to assign one task at the moment. There's assignments, there's quiz assignments, there's question, material, reuse post. I usually use assignment or material and also reuse post. So I'm going to go with these 3. So I'm going to assign a task for the kids to do. So usually in my assignments, I can also put my materials on there. Okay. Now, I'm going to give my title Term 2 Week for Children's Day. So I'm going to plan this. I'm going to plan this work, and I'm going to give it out to all 3 classes. So first I write that, then I write my instructions. Look at the video first, and then do the task sheet. Once I've done that, I can add files or create files. So you can create documents, slides, sheets, drawings, and forms. Kids can do this too when they give it back to you. First, you click add. And when you click add, you're going to go to either one of these. There's a YouTube link, there's file, there's a hyperlink, there's a link, and also Google Drive. So I'm going to use work from my computer. So I'm going to press file. When I click on file, I still have these other options to resend my drive shared files start. So I'm going to click select files from your drive device, and I'm going to click this and also my taskboard over here. So I have a lot of different files. So first I'm going to click those 2, and then I'm going to click open. So once I've opened them, they're over here. Then I'll upload them. This might take a while. Okay, so I've uploaded my 2 files. Now, once you have uploaded for the first time, this will pop up. So Google will suggest what you can do with those files. You can have the students view the single file. You can have students who will all view or edit the same single file, so they can use that particular file and edit it, or they can have their own copy to submit to you. So if you make copies, the files are automatically stored in students' class folders in Google Drive. So that means each kid will have the same file. Usually that's for Google, that file's like a Google Sheet or a Google Doc. I haven't tried these yet, but with the PDF, I believe the kids can actually mark it up. So if you can send it to the kids and they can mark it up or annotate it, that will be great. Okay, so I'll click got it. My kids are not going to need to actually edit this, they can just view it. Okay, so we're going to go to this section over here. Now this section over here has a variety of different sections. Over here you can select which class you can give it to, or which students you can give it to too. So once I've done that, I can allocate points. I'm not going to give them points. Due date, you can give them a due date. You can select any date from the calendar. You can make it tomorrow if you want to, or next week, or the week after. You can select it under the topic. If you haven't created a topic, you can do that. And you can also assign a rubric. I have not done this before, so I won't be explaining that. Okay, so I'm going to assign this to the 3 classes, but I'm going to schedule it first. I'm not going to do it now. So I can schedule it. Now, this is the next part. You can't actually schedule it. So if you want to schedule something, it's only for one class. So this is what I would do if you would want to schedule for one class. But this is what I would do if you want to schedule it for 3 classes. What I would do is I would schedule it for one class first. Schedule it. I'll make it tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm going to schedule it. Once I've scheduled it, it's going to be grayed out in the classwork section of my class. Now I'm going to go to class B. When I go to class B, I'm going to go to classwork and I am going to click create and reuse post. That means I can reuse the post that I did before with class A. So let's do that. Class A, click that, reuse. So once I reuse that, I will be able to show the kids this and show the kids this, and also I can assign the due date and topic. I can make one class handed first, one class handed later, because this post is just being reused, but the time that you have assigned it is not carried over. So next, I'm going to schedule this tomorrow 8 a.m. Okay, schedule. Last but not least, class C. With class C, I'm going to do the same thing. So classwork, create, reuse, I'll select class A again. I can choose class B, it's the same assignment. Reuse. Once I've done reuse, I can do the same thing. I can schedule it so that all 3 classes will have the assignment at 8 a.m. Now, when it's scheduled, you don't have to do anything. Sometimes you will feel that you'll need to do anything, but actually there might be a bit of delay on how the work is being sent out from your classroom. So just be patient. This is a great tool to help us specialist teachers and also Japanese teachers if you want to hand things out, but you want to make sure each class has the opportunity to have it. And also, since we're working with so many classes, this is a great way for us to do it. Now, when you're assigning a task, but you're not scheduling it, you can click assign, and you can actually assign it to all the classes that you want to give it to. So when I click assignment and I do something that and I want to assign it, I can actually assign it to all 3 classes, since this part is not grayed out. Okay, so that's the end of my little tutorial. Hope you all learned something from this. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask any colleagues if they are more proficient at Google Classroom. And I wish you all the best. はい、皆さん、さようなら。